Sixth question is the volume of a cube is increasing at a rate of 9 centimeter cube per second. How fast is the surface area increasing when the length of the edge is 10 centimeters? So here it is given as the rate of increase in the volume. So it is dv by dt, given dv by dt is equals to 9 centimeter cube per second, and the edge is the side of the cube, so it is x equals to 10 centimeters. We will consider, let x, s and v are side, surface area and volume of cube at time t. Okay, so the formula for volume of cube is equals to side cube, which is x cube. Differentiating, so it is dv by dt is equals to x cube, derivative will be 3x square into dx by dt. Substitute the value of dv by dt here, so it is 9 is equals to 3x square into dx by dt. 3 ones 3 threes, so it is, this x goes there, so it is dx by dt is equals to 3 by x square. Now surface area, also surface area of cube s is equals to 6x square. Differentiate, so it is ds by dt is equals to 6 into x square, derivative is 2x into dx by dt, so which can be written as 6 2s are 12, 12x into dx by dt. Now substitute the value of dx by dt as 3 by x square in this equation. Will get ds by dt is equals to 12x into 3 by x square. 1x gets cancelled, so it is 12 3s are 36 by x. Now when x is equals to 10 centimeters, ds by dt will be equal to 36 by x is equals to 36 by 10, which is equals to 3.6 centimeter square per second. Seventh question is the volume of a cube is increasing at the rate of 8 centimeter cube per second. How fast is the surface area increasing when the length of an edge is 12 centimeter? This problem is same as we have did in the last question. So let us consider, let x, s and v are side, surface area, volume of cube at time t, given the rate of change in volume, right? dv by dt is equals to 8 centimeter cube per second, and increase in the edges x equals to 12 centimeters, right? Now volume of cube v is equals to x cube. Differentiate, so it is dv by dt is equals to 3x square into dx by dt. Now dv by dt value substituted, so we'll get 8 is equals to 3x square into dx by dt. Now bring this term here, so it is dx by dt is equals to 8 by 3x square. Also find the surface area. So surface area of cube s is equals to 6x square. So differentiate, so is it dx by dt is equals to 6 into 2x into dx by dt, which is equals to 12x into dx by dt. Substitute dx by dt in this equation, we'll get 12x into 8 by 3x square. 1x gets cancelled, 3 ones and 3 fours. So we'll get ds by dt is equals to 4 8s are 32 by x is remaining. Now in the question it is given when x is equals to 12 centimeter, what is the area, right? Substitute x as 12 centimeters, will get ds by dt is equals to 32 by 12. 4 threes, 4 eights. 8 by 3 when divided will get 2.666 centimeter square per second. Eighth question is a balloon which always remains spherical on inflation is being inflated by pumping in 900 centimeter cube of gas per second. Find the rate at which the radius of the balloon increases when the radius is 15 centimeter. So here the air is pumped, so it is nothing but the capacity of the air being held by the balloon. So here we have to find the volume of the sphere, right? And this is the change in the volume. So let us consider, let r v r radius, volume of sphere at time t, given change in volume, that is dv by dt is equals to 900 centimeter cube per second, and the radius value is given as 15 centimeters. Now volume of sphere is equals to v is equals to 4 by 3 pi r cube. Differentiate, will get dv by dt is equals to 4 by 3 pi as constant, 3 r square will be the derivative of r cube into dr by dt. So here 3's gets cancelled. So we'll get, now substitute dv by dt value as 900. So we'll get 900 is equals to 4 pi r square into dr by dt. Now shift this term there, so it is dr by dt is equals to 900 by 4 pi r square. Now in the question it is given r is equals to 15 centimeters. Substitute, will get dr by dt is equals to 900 by 4 into pi into 15 into 15, which is 15, 5 threes are 15, 5 ones are 5, left out with 4, 5 8 are 40, 0, 3 ones are 3, 3 6 are 18, 0, 15 ones are 15, 15 fours are 60, 4 ones, 4 ones. So we'll be left out with 1 by pi here, right? So dr by dt is equals to 1 by pi centimeter per seconds. Next question is a particle is moving along a line according to s is equals to f of t is equals to 4t cube minus 3t square plus 5t minus 1, where s is measured in meters and t is measured in seconds. Find the velocity and the acceleration at time t. At what time the acceleration is 0. So we have to differentiate this equation, right? So we are having the distance equation, right? So given s is equals to f of t is equals to 4t cube minus 3t square plus 5t minus 1. If we differentiate this equation, we'll get velocity v is equals to ds by dt, which is equals to 4 into t cube derivative is 3t square minus 3 into t square derivative is 2t plus 5 into t derivative is 1 and constant derivative is 0. So you'll get 4 3s are 12 t square minus 3 2s are 6 plus 5, which is nothing but the velocity, right? Now, which is equals to ds by dt only. Now, if we differentiate velocity equation, we'll get acceleration, right? So, acceleration at time t a is equals to d square s by dt square, which is a is equals to ds d square s by dt square is equals to, differentiate this equation, we'll get 12 12 as it is. T square derivative will be 2t minus 6 into t derivative will be 1, constant will be 0, so it is 12 2's are 24 minus 6 is nothing but the acceleration. In the question it is given that the acceleration is 0. What is the time period? So we have to put acceleration as 0 here. Acceleration is 0. So a is equals to 0. So the above equation becomes 40 minus 6 equals to 0. So it is 24t is equals to 6. T is equals to 6 by 24. 6 1s are 6. 6 4s are 24. So it is 1 by 4. Therefore, the acceleration of the particle is 0 at t is equals to 1 by 4 second. Last important question in this chapter is the 10th. If you practice this all 10 problems, you will score good marks from this chapter. Okay. So the last question is, a container is in the shape of an inverted cone, has height 8 meters and radius 6 meters at the top. If it is filled with water at the rate of 2 meter cube per minute, how fast is the height of water changing when the level is 4 meter? So in this, the container is in the shape of the inverted cone, and this cone is of the height 8 meters and a radius of 6 meters. And again we have to consider here, okay? So this part is taken as h and this is taken as r. Label them. So here it is A, B, O, C and D. Okay. So we'll consider, let R, H, V are radius, height and volume of cone at time t. So let OC is equals to the height and CD is equals to the radius. AB value is 6 meters and OA value is equals to 8 meters. Okay. Now in the question it is given the rate of filling means it is nothing but the volume, change in the volume. So it is dv by dt, which is equals to 2 meter cube per minute. Now here we'll get two triangles, right? OAB and OCD. Two are similar, so we can write in triangle OAB and triangle OCD, CD by AB will be equal to OC by OA, right? The radiuses and the height. CD by AB will be equal to OC by OA. Similar triangles, so we can write their adjacent sides ratios. So CD value will be R by AB value is 6, that is equals to OC is H by OA is 8. So 2 threes are and 2 fours are. So we can write it as cross multiplication. So it is 4r is equals to 3h. R is equals to 3 by 4h. Now write the equation of volume of cone. V is equals to 1 by 3 by r square h. So substitute the value of r in this equation. Will get V is equals to 1 by 3 pi into 3 by 4 square in h into h, right? So it is V is equals to 1 by 3 pi 3 square 9 by 4 square 16 h square into h. 3 ones and 3 threes, so we'll get V is equals to pi 3 pi by 16 and it is h cube, h square into h cube. Now differentiate it, so we'll get dv by dt is equals to 3 pi by 16 as constant, and h cube derivative will be 3h square into dh by dt. Now we know the value of dv by dt. It is 2 meter cube per minute. So it is 2 is equals to 3 pi by 16 into 3h square into dh by dt, right? So it is 3 into 3 is 9. So 2 is equals to 9 pi by 16 into h square dh by dt, right? Now substitute the value of h as 4 here, as it is given in the question the increase in how fast the height of a water changing when the level is 4 meter. So we should substitute h is equals to 4 in this equation. So we will get 2 is equals to 9 pi by 16 into 4 square into dh by dt. So we have 4 squares gets cancelled, so we are left with 9 pi by 2. This 9 pi comes here, so it is dh by dt is equals to 2 by 9 pi. Thank you. Please like, share and subscribe.